Welcome to Guess Quiz. Think you're a geography genius? This quiz compares two countries. Can you guess which one is bigger in land area? Please subscribe to the Guess Quiz channel for more exciting quizzes. Let's go. 1. Which country is bigger, Russia or Canada? Correct answer, Russia. Russia is the biggest country in the world, over 17 million square kilometers. 2. Which country is bigger, Brazil or United States? Correct answer, United States. The U.S. is slightly larger by land, but Brazil leads in rainforests. 3. Which is bigger, Australia or India? Correct answer, Australia. Australia is a continent-sized country. India is more populous but smaller in land. 4. Which is bigger, China or United States? Correct answer, China. China and the U.S. are close in area, but China slightly edges out. 5. Which is bigger, Kazakhstan or Mexico? Correct answer, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is the 9th largest country and landlocked. 6. Which is bigger, Algeria or Saudi Arabia? Correct answer, Algeria. Algeria is the largest country in Africa by land area. 7. Which is bigger, Argentina or Iran? Correct answer, Argentina. Argentina is the 8th largest country on Earth. 8. Which is bigger, Iraq or Germany? Correct answer, Germany. Germany is slightly larger and far more populated. 9. Which is bigger, South Africa or Ukraine? Correct answer, Ukraine. Ukraine is the largest country entirely in Europe. 10. Which is bigger, France or Spain? Correct answer, France. France is the largest country in Western Europe. 11. Which is bigger, Mongolia or Peru? Correct answer, Mongolia. Mongolia has vast open land. It's the least densely populated country. 12. Which is bigger, Sweden or Norway? Correct answer, Sweden. Sweden covers more land, though Norway's coastline is longer. 13. Which is bigger, Turkey or Poland? Correct answer, Turkey. Turkey is almost twice as large in land area. 14. Which is bigger, Indonesia or Malaysia? Correct answer, Indonesia. Indonesia is an archipelago made of over 17,000 islands. 15. Which is bigger, Greenland or Senegal? Correct answer, Greenland. Greenland is the world's largest island. 16. Which is bigger, Chile or Venezuela? Correct answer, Chile. Chile is long and narrow, stretching along the Andes and Pacific. 17. Which is bigger, Cuba or Greece? Correct answer, Greece. Greece has more islands, but Cuba is bigger in land area. 18. Which is bigger, New Zealand or Portugal? Correct answer, New Zealand. New Zealand has 2 main islands and is slightly larger than Portugal. 19. Which is bigger, Kenya or Thailand? Correct answer, Kenya. Kenya is in East Africa and slightly larger than Thailand. 20. Which is bigger, Pakistan or Myanmar? Correct answer, Pakistan. Pakistan edges out in both land and population. 21. Which is bigger, United Kingdom or Japan? Correct answer, Japan. Japan has more land and more people than the UK. 22. Which is bigger, Norway or Finland? Correct answer, Finland. Finland's land area is larger, but Norway has the longer coast. 23. Which is bigger, Colombia or Philippines? Correct answer, Colombia. Colombia is one of the biggest countries in South America. 24. Which is bigger, Austria or Switzerland? Correct answer, Austria. Austria is more than twice the size of Switzerland. 25. Which is bigger, South Korea or Hungary? Correct answer, Hungary. Hungary covers more land, though South Korea is more urbanized. 26. Which is bigger, Sudan or Egypt? Correct answer, Sudan. Sudan used to be the largest country in Africa before South Sudan's split, still very large. 27. Which is bigger, Switzerland or Singapore? Correct answer, Switzerland. Singapore is a tiny island city-state. 28. Which is bigger, Nepal or Bulgaria? Correct answer, Nepal. Nepal stretches across the Himalayas with higher elevations. 29. Which is bigger, Romania or Belgium? Correct answer, Romania. Romania is more than 5 times the size of Belgium. 30. Which is bigger, Canada or China? Correct answer, Canada. Canada is the second largest country on Earth, bigger than China. Bonus question. Which is bigger in land size, Serbia or Georgia? Drop your answer in the comments and tell us which countries should we compare next. How many did you guess right? Comment your score and suggest your next dream matchup, maybe India versus China or Japan versus South Korea. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tag a friend to challenge them. Keep learning, keep exploring, only on Guess Quiz.